In this lecture, we are going to add some more security in our Express app by doing the data sanitization which we receive in the request body. An attacker can send malicious data with request body which can harm the application. So before using the request data, we might want to sanitize it. Data sanitization simply means to clean all the data that is coming from a malicious code, that is the code which is trying to attack our application. Now, malicious data can come with the request body in two ways: by injecting a NoSQL query in the request body, or by injecting some malicious JavaScript code with the HTML. So for example, here let's say I want to log in a user. Now for the email, if I pass something like this, so here this $GT, it is an operator in MongoDB, right? So here what we are trying to do is we are trying to pass some NoSQL query in the request body, and this is called as NoSQL query injection. So an attacker can pass some NoSQL query which can delete all the data in the database or in a collection, or which can read all the user details from the database, or it can do something which can really harm our application. So we need to avoid any NoSQL query injection in the request body. So for that, what we need to do is we need to take the request data and we need to sanitize it. So for this one, what we can do is we can remove this dollar from here. So in that case, this GT will be no more a MongoDB operator. And in this way, this data will be sanitized. Now, other type of malicious data which a hacker or an attacker can send is some JavaScript code, some malicious JavaScript code. So for example, here to this email, the user can add some HTML, for example, this H1 element. And with this HTML, he can also attach some JavaScript code, which when it will run, it will harm our application. So this type of data also we want to sanitize. Let's see how we can achieve it in the Express application. So let's go to VS Code, and first we want to sanitize any NoSQL query which is injected with the request body. For that, we are going to install a package. So here let's go to this CMD terminal. Let me clear the terminal here. And here we are going to install Express Mongo Sanitize. So here let's say npm install Express Mongo Sanitize. Let's go ahead and let's install it. So the package has been installed. Let's go ahead and let's require it in our application. I'll simply call it as sanitize. And here we want to require Express Mongo Sanitize. All right. Now, when we are requiring this Express Mongo Sanitize here, it is going to return us a function. So this sanitize here, it is going to store a function. And when we will call this sanitize function, it will return us a middleware. So we want to use that middleware. So let's scroll down, and we are going to use that middleware after we have received the data. So after this line, we will have the request body, right? So after this line only, what we are going to do is we are going to say app.use, and here I'm going to call the sanitize function, and this sanitize function, what it is called, it is going to return us a middleware, and that middleware is in use now for this Express application. Now, what this middleware will do is it will look for any NoSQL query in the request body, request query string, or request parameter, and then it will basically filter out all the dollar and dots, and it will remove it. And in MongoDB, operators are written using dollars and dots only, right? So by removing that dollar or dot, the MongoDB operators injected in the request body are no longer going to work. So this is how this middleware, this Express Mongo Sanitize middleware, it is going to sanitize the request body by removing the dollar or dot from the request body. So this will fix the NoSQL query injection problem. Now we also want to prevent XSS attack by sanitizing the data. So for that, we are going to make use of another package, and name of the package is XSS Clean. So here let's go ahead and let's install XSS Clean. This package is installed. Let's go ahead and let's require it. So again, let's create a variable. Let's simply call it as XSS, and let's go ahead and let's require it. And the name of the package is XSS clean. Now here, once we have the data, so at this line, after this line, we are going to have the request data. After that, we are also going to use the XSS clean middleware. So again, we will say app.use, and there I'm going to call XSS function. So here, this package also, it is going to return us a function. That function will be assigned to this XSS, and when this function is called, it is going to return a middleware that we are using here. Now, what this middleware will do is, it will clean any user input from the malicious HTML code. Okay, let's save the changes. Now here I'm going to test the XSS injection from our postman. So let's go to sign up here, and there let's say we want to create a new user. So here let's provide a name, and there I'm going to add some HTML element. Specify an ID. Okay, so here for the name, I'm providing some HTML code. Now in this HTML code, we are not attaching any JavaScript code, any malicious JavaScript code. But when an attacker do an XSS injection with the HTML, he also injects some JavaScript code. And when that HTML runs, it executes that malicious JavaScript code, which can harm our application. Here I have not attached any such JavaScript code because it is just for demo. Now just see what happens when we send the request. So here the request is sent for sign up. Okay, here we have this duplicate key error because with this email there is already a user. So I will change this email to test4. Let's send the request again. And you see the sign up request is success. And if you notice the name, in the name, we do not have any opening angle bracket. Instead, it has been replaced with and LT, right? So in this way, this XSS clean middleware, it is sanitizing any HTML code which is coming from the request body by replacing this opening angle bracket with and LT. So here the data has been sanitized, and now this string here, it is no more an HTML because it will not be treated as an HTML, right? So any JavaScript code attached with this string, that will be ignored. It will not run. Now let's also test what will happen if we try to pass some NoSQL query in the request body. So here from the login request for the email, I'm going to send some MongoDB operator for the email. So here let's say for example $GT, and to this I'll specify an empty string. So now this data will be sent for email in the request body. Now if I go ahead and if I make a request, there this dollar will be removed, and here you can see that we have an error. So in this way, any NoSQL query which we are trying to inject in the request body, that will also get sanitized. Let's get back the actual email address here. All right, save this. So in this lecture, we learned how to sanitize our data from NoSQL query injection and XSS attack by using two middlewares. The first middleware is the Express Mongo Sanitize middleware, which will sanitize any NoSQL query injected with the request body. And another middleware which we are using is XSS Clean. And this middleware, it will sanitize any HTML code which is coming with the request body. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.